Hello, YouTube. This is an alcohol review of Devil's Devil Cinnamon Spirits. Cinnamon spelled with an S. If that isn't interesting. It says here grain neutral spirits with natural flavors and caramel coloring. 750 ml bottle. Where is the ABV? Alcohol is 33, 66 proof. Nothing really on the back. Say there's a logo. I don't know. Never miss heaven by an inch. Never miss heaven by an inch. Yeah, it's MISS. Never miss heaven. All right. I understand what they're getting across. It's just not quite flying for me. So, anyways. Oh, plastic bottle. Pourable top. Where are we? There we are. Pourable top from like bars and whatnot. Now, screw the cap back on. There was some show who did those like, can I unscrew the cap on the wine for you, sir? To emphasize how cheap he was. But there we are. We have, it's a yellow caramel. And there's stuff floating around in it. Now the question is the stuff there before or after my housemate got a hold of it? That's the question. So I cannot say, well, this is dirty, they need to clean better, when the bottle's already halfway gone. And I haven't had a drop of the stuff. Past one small tasting off camera. So, not a whole lot of tearing. Yeah, there it is. When it goes, but it's hard to tell. There is a lot of cinnamon. I think Red Hots. That level of cinnamon. And a lot of sweetness in there as well. So there's this sugary smell that comes along with it all. There's so much cinnamon that I'm not getting anything else. But then again, it's a, excuse me, neutral grain spirit. So I'm presuming there's not a whole lot of nose to a neutral grain spirit. Thus, I'm getting only cinnamon. What they should have done, instead of using caramel, they should have added like a red hue to it. That would have been pretty interesting. It's a Red Hot. It affects you just the same way. You get the sweetness, then you start getting this cinnamon, you start getting this burn from the tip of your tongue, moving us on way back. It is a liquid Red Hot. Whew. And I mean hot. Picks up steam. Hang time. Still going, still going, still going. Yeah, this stuff it's warm. Now, an earlier review that I've done, it was on a ginger flavored whiskey, and that also piled upon to itself and was quite hot. In comparison to that, if you've tried it, which it seemed like a bit of a rarer or a smaller distillery, so who knows if you've ever actually seen it or not. Just go through the files, you'll find blah 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 ginger, and that is just heat upon heat upon heat, and then you would find other layers of like vegetable in there and whatnot. This is like just a red hot gone crazy. You have your first sip is like, oh, isn't that kind of nice, interesting. Then you take your second sip, and it doesn't quite want to let go. and just stays there smoldering on your tongue. Now, the reason for this to begin with was that cinnamon has honest medicinal uses for. And my housemate was trying to find a way to drink her cinnamon. Great. Bad music. American Outlaw Spirits Company, Trimble, Tennessee, devilspirit.com. Doesn't say anything about natural flavor, so whatever that means. And that's a crazy cool logo. Is this a cocktail-like sipper or drink? Add to your drinks? Yeah. Oh, most definitely. There are drinks like a Fireball, which easily could use this, and it uses Tabasco on top of it all. There's another drink called a Prairie Fire. These usually have as shots. This would go very well in that kind of a cocktail. It's the type where you slam it down and you feel the burn all the way down to hit your stomach. Then all those ulcers start to come, good times. But yeah, this would be definitely a cocktail type of hot twist. As for a standalone sipper, also not bad. If you like cinnamon and you want that, you enjoy that heat. I myself like spicy foods, but I like spice with a flavor. This is a sweet flavor, but the burn just, for my taste, becomes a bit overwhelming. Maybe I'm too much of a wuss. Think what you will. But it mounts too much on. As a matter of fact, it still has a burn in my mouth since the last sip I just had. So as for a sipper, like you're going to have a party or a Halloween party, this would be very good on its own. Make sure that if you're not going to put it into a cocktail, you're going to have it straight, add ice. It'll presumably tame it down a bit. If not, it's going to get really hot, really fast on your palate, and it may not be as enjoyable as the first 2 or 3 sips. Let me know what you guys think. This is Devil's Devil Cinnamon Flavored Spirits. SINNAMON. Which is funny because SINN is actually a last name for some Germans, meaning to have spirit, as in we've got spirit, how about you? That sort of thing. But, side note. Anyways, any comments about this particular product down below? Warmly accepted, as always. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it, and do a review of yourself, reviewing this particular product. Let the rest of us in the YouTube spirits community know your thoughts. And until next time, so I keep messing this one up. Until next time, keep on drinking.